at all.
Excited to bring you game number 4 alongside the OG Evil Genius.
That's why you ain't there, boss.
True,
actually.
Years on that team myself.
Fuck, man.
Now we get to watch them play League. Let's get a refresher of the rosters, though, competing on stage. On the blue side, it is Evil Geniuses. In the top lane, Kumo. In the jungle, Svenskeren.
Dude, Jizuki actually lost a lot of weight, it feels like. I swear, he used to have like some double chin action. Now he's got one chin. I like it.
Fancy new intros.
I mean, he's not skinny yet, but he's like, he's looking way better.
Guardians in the top lane, Hanser. In the jungle, Closer. Mid laner, Golden Glue.
Dude, Keith's pretty skinny right now, too, dude. Keith is actually in good fucking shape, dude. That motherfucker lifts all the time.
Nero and Choo-Choo's.
Now, turning towards that jungle matchup, we've got the Summer Honda MVP squaring up against the Summer TCL MVP, who actually
he shaved, yeah, but I mean, like, if he shaved and he didn't lose weight, he would have looked even fatter. So, like, the fact that he shaved and he still looks skinnier is, like, more like, it just shows how much weight he actually lost, I feel like.
His quad buff start against 100 Thieves,
dude, how awkward is that shit? Dude, I've had to do that shit before for LCS. I just never felt like it was like, it's like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna game the shit out of these motherfuckers. Let me just stare at the fucking camera. Like, dude, I always hated that shit. It was so cringe to me. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna like, I like when you're posted up like that when you're about to like fucking play basketball against somebody else, and it's just like shit, dude. It's like man versus man on the court, like some alpha shit. Video games is like, yeah, man, I'm all fucking tough, and you just sit at that, and you're like, all right. Let's get into my little gaming mode and fucking like you hunch over. I don't know. It always seems so fucking weird to me.
Early on in the game, and they're both clearly very capable of.
So fucking weird.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the interesting things about watching pro junglers right now is that as you get later and later into the game, their individual role becomes less important because they are so underleveled compared to the solo laners. They spend so much time in pro playing around lanes, playing around vision, and that means that while they are an incredibly important part to get their laners ahead,
they let you choose their poses now. They made me do like all types of weird poses that I didn't want to do. They had me do one that just cringed me out where I had to like fucking like look over my left shoulder and then point to my like name like I will dominate with my fucking like right. So I had to like look like this or some shit. It was like some pose like this.
The last thing that we saw it was Jizuki really kind of reaping the benefits there. Golden Glue
I had my name on the back like this and I had to be like
get leads, but I think for Golden
Glue I had to like point to it and look over my shoulder like, yeah, that's me, motherfucker. It was so cringe. Holy shit. I hated that one.
We've got Elise and GP banned by
damn, I hated that one.
Akali and Lucian
I'm lowering the stream volume.
starting to become a mainstay.
Okay, so Akali, Lucian, Rumble is the next one. Yeah, there's the Rumble ban. Last ban, here's you get a freebie. Maybe you go for like a Tom Kench or something if you hate playing into Tom Kench. Actually, no, Golden Guardians won't ban Tom Kench. They like playing Tom Kench. Oh, so they're potentially giving away first pick Aphelios. Let's see if EG takes it. Golden Guardians is fine giving Aphelios and then playing fucking like Varus, Tom into it. Okay.
I can't say I love.
So this is really good for EG because Keith can only play Tom Kench. So they fucked it up.
Very likely bot lane, you're giving Golden Guardians more options to be able to actually pick for winning 2v2 there. It does kind of.
Okay, so Golden Guardians takes Aphelios here, like we said. And then they probably take priority jungler like Gragas, I would think, would be really good here. Gragas is really good, but we haven't seen Closer play it yet. So let's see. See what they do. But you can take, like, you have a chance to take priority jungler here. Okay, so EG, I assume that EG is now going to take the Gragas. Now, this is coming from LEC, because LEC had really high priority on Gragas, and I feel like their league is just better. So I'm trying to think about optimal drafts. So here, I don't think you really care. Like, you probably take the Varus here in most situations, because you're probably going to have to take Varus either way. Unless there's another pick that they have into it that they really like maybe they want MF or something.
Sona would be a spicy one if they take it.
So Sona top is actually gaining a lot of popularity.
Sona Tom Kench?
It's gonna get locked in. So
could be. Okay, maybe that's a flex. Top AD. This is some weird shit. We haven't seen this shit before. And you probably take a jungler here. So what jungler do you want? So like, we thought Gragas would be high priority. So let's see if they take the Gragas. Aatrox. So they don't give a fuck about the Gragas here. They don't care about the Gragas here. That's crazy. EU teams, they're picking Gragas like up here. EU teams are picking Gragas up here. They're picking up like first pick.
Incredible amount of gold does scale very, very well, and one of the most underrated things, something I was talking.
Yeah, so it's Sona probably flex right now.
The amount of move speed that you get, this AOE move speed from that Sona E, starts at something like 20.
Oh my God, the Fiora pick directly into the Aatrox. Okay, I like it.
Very, very powerful. But Fiora going to be picked in here.
So now, what are good bans? Like jungle bans would be pretty good.
you can try to follow the Aatrox around the map and be able to look to fight it there.
Yeah, Gragas is pretty good to top catch too, so that's like why I thought that Gragas would have been a good pick, but they didn't do it.
Sona at some point wants to
a lot of this comes down to like people's champion priority, their personal champion priority. That's the difference between like Worlds and like LCS. LCS, like people are way more in their own wheelhouse. When you get to like the highest level of play, like in the World Championship, on a patch, most of the players are gonna have similar champion pools because of like how good it is.
Have pretty good games, so excited to see him on
Ooh,
a fairly dominant
the Talia ban from EG. They thought that Closer might pull out the Talia jungle. They maybe it could have been Talia with Pantheon mid, something like that. See, Golden Guardians.
A while ago, who he played.
I think that they would ban Lee Sin here, maybe.
A year or two ago now.
Under them in the academy playing support now.
Another jungler probably.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where you can
at least ban like Lee Sin ban makes sense here. You could ban Lee Sin, and then you could take Gragas, unless they just don't care about Gragas, right? This is under the perception that like every team has really high priority on Gragas, but I guess in NA it just doesn't seem high priority. The only team that first rotationed it was
try to push EG towards
IMT, and they got stomped. But
they may become a little bit one-dimensional in that consistent DPS.
Yeah, I think it's part of why Talia and
okay. Gragas ban. Okay, so there's the Gragas ban, dude. Thank God. Okay, so what does this mean? This means it has to be a Lee Sin pick, and then EG is gonna have to pick Rek'Sai into Lee Sin.
Lee Sin, Gragas, those are kind of some of the top picks. So Lee Sin's still available. They are going to be
Gragas ban was there
for themselves, and they will have.
So Lee Sin, Rek'Sai into it, like we said, and the final pick is mid.
Does make quite a bit of sense here.
What would it be here for Jizuki? I think it's probably a Zoe. I think it's probably Rek'Sai Zoe here. Would make the most sense.
Matchup. You can actually unburrow, interrupt the queue fairly easily there. Has a lot of early game pressure to match that of the Lee Sin, and
Orianna
alongside that Orianna
makes sense.
A little bit more utility as you get into later stages.
Take the Orianna here. So what do you take into the Orianna is the question.
So this is
you have a couple options. I mean, I would think that it would be Zoe, but I mean, who knows? Could be Zoe. It could be like, could be Diana maybe, if they really like it. I don't know how Diana is into Orianna. That might be rough.
Going for something like this definitely will not be.
Maybe Zoe is bad versus all the sustain though.
No.
Syndra makes sense. Syndra's probably good. Syndra's probably better than the other things I suggested. I forgot about Syndra because I thought Syndra was still like disabled. Syndra was disabled last week, so it wasn't banned or picked ever, but now it's like it's re-enabled. Syndra's actually pretty good here. Syndra Lee Sin into Orianna. You should probably kill that lane a couple times.
Ultimate to try to get odd number fights and try to collapse onto.
Got Bang playing Sona. Yeah, I mean Sona Tom Kench I guess is a thing still.
Much more well-rounded comp. They
I honestly think
5v5, but they also have that split push win condition.
Honestly, I think the Golden Guardians gets a better draft here, but EG will probably just win because they're the better team.
That is going to be a really big deal, and Kumo has been exploitable during his short time in the LCS.
Why does FBI look like a 40-year-old trapped in a 20-year-old's body? Because he just played a fucking full year for Golden Guardians, bro. Of course that shit's going to fuck you up. What are you talking about, man?
I do like that Golden Guardians are at least.
Why was Syndra disabled? That was a bug with one of her abilities last week. So it wasn't
lanes, and they're going to try and play early game, which is what we've seen from them.
The only thing disabled today is Immortals. All right, that's a good one. I'll give you credit there. That's a good one. That's a smart one. I respect you. There's some good quality flame right there.
Despite not picking up a win yet, but certainly well set up to pick up their first win here up against EG. But EG are playing something that we might have expected to see last season. We haven't seen Sona TK for quite a while.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because we have been hearing some talk about Sona as a top laner, in solo queue. Soraka as a top laner has gotten.
Dude, I might steal that. Dude, if I nab that one and put it on Twitter, I wonder how many likes it gets.
It's kind of funny because you take these two champions from the support role. Sona has always been a great matchup into Soraka, and you can actually just do the same things, in those solo lanes. But seeing it here in that bot lane for Bang, very interesting, and it could be a bit of a kind of meta-defining moment here in the LCS. If this succeeds,
my nuts are so sweaty, it's uncomfortable.
And I think
all right, dude.
A lot of people had enough Sona.
I mean, you're in your house by yourself, dude.
Maybe I don't think it's gonna succeed.
Well, I guess
probably change your underwear or something, man. I don't know.
Move out onto the Rift.
Just free ball it.
LCS game of the day.
At least 5K. Dude, we fucking popped off yesterday or last week during the LCS co-stream. We fired off that Ruin tweet. 20K likes or some shit on it. God damn, I think that's the most likes I've ever got.
And had to do it.
It's become such a staple. No matter how low the win rate gets in solo queue, it's such a good competitive pick because of how well coordinated you can be with the team. Utilizing this ultimate moving around the map is such an important part of pro play. And it also allows these incredibly talented players to play more aggressively.
Honestly, I think Sonatom Kench is just disrespecting to fucking Keith and FBI. I feel like that's just like, hey, your bot lane's fucking bad, so this is what we're playing. And we're just going to scale for free.
I am joined by the coach of Evil Geniuses. If you could just give us a little window into the Soraka time. We've been seeing a lot.
You know this motherfucker? Song?
We've been seeing a lot of Soraka and healing.
Clap me out at Worlds, this motherfucker right here. Clap to me at Worlds.
Yeah, I think so. It's similar with the Soraka, but I think Sona should be much more stable. And also I think he has some CC. So I think it should be much better at mid-late game.
And is there
honestly, I think Song's English is like pretty fucking good for not being here for that long.
Late game. Is there anything you told the players to watch out for?
Yeah, so I worried about just pure split push, but I think we have Tamken, so I think about just cover the death side first, and we can play out whatever we want.
Perfect, Irene. Thank you very much. Best.
Oh wait, that's Irene. Wait, I thought it was Song. Wait, isn't Song the coach of EG? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I thought Song was the coach of EG. Wait, who's the coach of EG? EG coaches.
That 5v5, and that's why he's going to be worried about that.
Wait, Song is the coach of who?
That can bring.
Who's Song the coach of? Oh no, they switched. Okay, so Irene was the coach of fucking CLG.
Down in the early game, so that he can't just completely run over Kumo in what is a good matchup.
Done. Golden Glue will proc electrocute there.
Yeah, Irene was coach of CLG last split, and Song was coach of. Who was Song coach of last split? He was coach of Echo Fox? No. Was he coach of Echo Fox? I don't even know where Song was last split. I know he was TSM 2 splits ago, or two years ago.
I think a lot of these players are expecting this to be more of a farm.
Oh, it's Artemis. Yeah, it's Artemis.
You know, people looking at a relatively defensive.
Artemis was clutch last year.
To try to get advantages for their.
No, he wasn't. No, Song wasn't TSM. He was Echo Fox. I'm pretty sure.
2v2s or 1v1.
No, Song wasn't TSM. TSM was Zix last year.
Bang and FBI both taking teleport here too. So both teams feeling relatively comfortable, I think, to scale towards the later stages of the game and just play around that.
So far, the early part of the laning phase has gone well for Haunter. Kumo will pick up a lot of farm here, though.
Yeah, this is pretty much a no fun zone for Aatrox. It's a really tough matchup as.
I mean, this is an interesting gank attempt.
That closer is on, so this is good positioning from him, and we'll see if they are.
Oh man, this is actually really good. They can just kill the fucking Rek'Sai here if he hits the Q.
Closer gonna look to try and shut this down.
Damn, he didn't even go for the Q.
And kind of a waste of cooldowns there from Haunter.
Yeah, I don't think the Q actually connected from closer, so that was going to mean they probably would not have lethal damage. It is actually a trade of flashes.
I mean, they missed a stun. That should be a dead Rek'Sai, dude. You're so lucky as Rek'Sai to get out of that with your life. You should die 100% there. You get counter ganked.
That is a very worthwhile.
When did he miss his Q?
You know, it's not the end of the world for Haunter because he did actually get his base, and because he had fully reset the wave, he really doesn't lose much.
I didn't even see him miss the Q. He must have thrown it at like a really awkward time.
To have an easier reset himself, so.
Because you don't even want to Q that early in that gank. You want to just like W and start autoing.
Aatrox does struggle in this matchup. Fiora can both poke you down utilizing the vitals, and also the all-in becomes very difficult because Fiora can simply save the parry for your Q3. That sweet spot damage is very, very easy to parry, very telegraphed, and without that,
I don't think Golden Glue even needed to flash, to be honest. I'd have to see it again.
Oh no, Closer gonna lose it to Kumo.
When you lose Crab to the enemy top laner, how do you not flame? How do you not just immediately flame your fucking top laner?
Yeah, that feels really bad. Not only is that a lot of experience, but it's also the gold lost there for Closer and the time spent to actually clear out that camp, so pretty frustrating. It gives away the fact that he is going to be up on the top side of the map, so they can expect that he would be over on Krugs now, and as a result, you're seeing Svenskeren move up to that side. He knows he needs to cover Kumo right now, because Kumo has not actually fought yet, and if Lee Sin is up here, Kumo could be in a little bit of a dangerous spot.
No, he doesn't have to worry about Kumo. Kumo has CP and Haunter doesn't.
And Bang is also TP'd back to bot lane here as Haunter going to get pulled in, loses that trade.
Haunter's in trouble here.
Skill shots and the sweet spots, but again,
he's got to shove in this wave, but he's low on life.
Interested in doing much other than farming. He's actually gone Cull second.
Yeah. And I
so
think it speaks to
Kumo's doing the smart thing where he's just like keeping the lane right here. He combos the wave to try to just keep the wave here for a while.
Fiora can win early, but you're pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, it's smart from Kumo.
So is looking to play around that. Haunter knows though he's in a dangerous spot. This is a lane pushing in. He
it should be
reset it, but
pretty okay. He should only lose the flash here, I think.
So they should go.
Yep, there's the chain as well.
He should only lose the flash here. He shouldn't die.
Gonna have to flash.
Oh my god, that was a horrible flash, bro. That's literally just like the worst flash he could have had, and he still lived. But he shouldn't have fucking been even close to dying there.
Yeah, just barely not enough damage there. Remember, Kubo had not spent his gold, so missing the extra AD that he
That was
could have
such a
had
bad flash
to
from
secure
Hanser,
that
though.
first blood.
You
Either
can
way,
literally
they're
just
gonna be
flash
pushing
away
the
from the
lane.
Rek'Sai.
So farm denied here from Hanser. Hanser has no teleport because it was spent mid lane, so he has to hoof it back up to the top lane, and is going to be set back as a result of this. But Golden Guardians making a quick play down on that bottom side. The investment of that top lane gank means Closer can take the time to actually grab this dragon and start stacking that up for the squad.
This is still a bad matchup for Lee Sin, but Lee Sin had a really good counter gank on mid that skewed the matchup in his favor.
But I think the thing I like about it is that it means the soul will either be Ocean
Sven
or
even
Infernal,
E? I'm not
which
sure.
at
I think he
least for most
did.
people have been kind of the highly prized ones.
Yeah, I think those are the two that are the easiest to get immediate benefit from, right? You don't have to have any
Keep the
specific
soul
type of
lost?
prompt.
Wait, what do you mean
People
keep the
talk
soul
about
lost? He literally hasn't done
Cloud.
anything yet.
Council is
He
really
hasn't
good
done
with
anything
tanks,
wrong yet.
Cloud is really
He
good
helped
with
with
passive
Dragon, and you're like, oh, look at this motherfucker.
Oh, you have
Look at how
passive
lost he
damage
is.
or whatever. But
He's clearing a pink
having
ward, bro. He's
Infernal
supporting.
and
He hasn't made a
Absolute
mistake
they're
yet.
just always good. Generically
He's chilling.
Really, really strong. And, that is going to be a win condition for these two squads who are looking to play passively, are looking to scale. And you can see that through the item buys. It was an early tier purchased up here from Bang. He is looking to scale up, have enough mana to really
Honestly, you can just take the plan
that
for
essentially
mana there.
blocking
Just
fountain
chill.
later on in the game that Sona can be with a lot of stacks of mana. And Sona, especially in this new season, can sometimes do that even more. And he is actually playing Presence of Mind. So, not only are you getting the flat 500 mana once you have those 5 kills or assists stacked up, but anytime you are getting kills and assists in the fights, you're getting this massive injection of mana because it is a 20% return of your mana bar. You have a tremendous amount with the Seraphs, plus that 500 flat, plus your base. And, even Lich Bane, you're getting more flat mana, so you can get ridiculous amounts of mana return to Sona in these team fights, and that's one of the things that makes it where you can just kind of have what feels like this infinite healing.
Always nice to have. The other note, of course, is that
Okay, Keith roaming top, so this is the swap for Rift Herald that every team does.
Of course, the support items have been changed again, so there isn't any CS sharing happening like there might have been. So Bang's CS number is his CS number. His support is not.
How sad is
with
this,
him.
man? Fucking
FBI doing well on
80
that front,
carries,
but
level
I don't
6,
really
jungler's
expect
level
Sona to be
5.
particularly robust
That's the
PvP
fucking
right now.
depression.
But doing just fine as Golden Guardians have rotated up for this Rift Herald.
You mostly just don't want to get exploited, right? It's fine to be a bit
I guess
down
Sona
as
isn't
far as
6
the
yet,
farm
just
goes.
FBI
People
is.
are looking heavily towards scaling with that early
Oh,
tier.
never mind. Sona hit
Just trying
6.
to
You
play
gotta be
safe.
careful here.
There's
You
being
lose this
tested.
fight, Golden
BG is
Guardians.
moving over.
Flash Sun ult? Oh my god, that's brutality.
Closer! Low forced to flash out. FBI with the counter ulti, but just to try and keep
Wait,
them away. And
Sven
EG
didn't hit
takes
anyone
full
there?
control of the arena.
Oh, a
Nah,
great
bro, they didn't
combo
get
there
one
from
kill
Bang
there?
and Suzuki,
They got
but
0 kills?
Not quite enough damage.
I
Actually
don't
take
know.
them out.
It doesn't feel like they should get 0
There's a
kills
nice
there.
little trade there
Feels
from
like they should at
Hanser.
least get
Catch the
1.
Carry stun over onto Kumo. But he does
Did
know
Sven
he
miss
has
his Q?
control up on
I'm
the
not
top
sure.
side of the map, so he has to be scared.
I have no idea.
About a return gank here.
How it works.
About EG coming up in the side of the area, and it will be EG grabbing that Rift Herald. So they could actually drop this top lane, and with Hanser being put behind by the early gank, with the Bramble Vest rush here.
I would like to
Kumo,
see, because Sven had
things
flash
can
too.
get a little bit more tricky, but it's now Keith roaming up to the top side, looking to try to get a little bit of safety for his top laner. You can see he runs.
I mean,
straight
3
up the top,
flashes is fine,
and
yeah, but
he
I mean, you
actually
get
ran all
a
the way up
3-man
there
Sona ult and
just
to
to
a
drop
3-man
this
Oriole,
hit
and these
right
people
in
are
that-
fucking
in that
low.
rush.
Like,
So
Sona ult
giving
into
additional
Oriole, it's like already
protection
most of their
for
life.
Hanser to make sure that what is this potential win condition for later on is farming, is getting experience, is really playing that safe, and
I don't know.
it's a real bro move there from Keith.
He's been learning the role, helping out Hanser there, who certainly is expected to, I think, carry a lot of the mid to late game burden. Wanting to play the side lane on Fiora. Golden Glue currently in a 1v2.
So they swapped the Orianna to bot so early because he has TP. This is like a really early swap, but I guess you want Sona Tom Kench mid most of the time.
Farm being traded back and forth. Still almost 10 minutes in and no first blood. As you mentioned, with the 6 TPs, we're expecting more of a slower early game, and it certainly has been that. But the Cloud Drake will be spawning in a minute. And
Funny how Jizuki went from having the worst AD carry in LEC to the worst top laner in LCS. Was Attila actually that bad last split? I didn't watch Vitality at all in the previous split because I wasn't doing like a show on them or anything, so I didn't really care. I only watched like Fnatic. I only watched Fnatic, Rogue, Splice, and yeah, Fnatic, Rogue, Splice, and G2 pretty much. He was actually just dirty inting the entire fucking split. Nice.
Still, the slowdown going to be very
So Cabochard is still ELO held. I mean, Vitality's roster looks fucking horrible this year too. This roster looks so bad. What is it? It's Sakin,
look to heal back up, and then
Like
force fights on
Evoy or
objectives.
something. Like, oh man,
So
that
I do
fucking
think it
that
makes a
Russell
lot
looks
of
so
sense kind of
doomed.
going for what is going to add more control here.
Looks like just the standard vision clearing being done by Golden Guardians here.
Oh wait, no,
Making
is
enough space
Evoy
to take the
fucking
second Drake for
Misfits?
themselves.
Dude, I don't
It'll
even
be up
fucking
in
know. That Russell looks so doomed.
Under 20 seconds.
They have
FBI and Zazel still doing battle
Skeens,
overall,
like,
thanks to that
oh,
turret
man.
that Aphelios was able to place over.
My one concern about this build here from Kumo is that it's
Comp is
so
actually not
incredibly
bad.
defensive that, you know, when you go into the team fight, you're not going to have a lot of threat. You know, this is much more just kind of focused on surviving, and perhaps he feels that's all he needs to do if he can
Oh yeah, it's
survive
Comp, and
the
then
wave
I don't
should
even know
be
who their
successful.
support. Oh, their support is
If that
fucking
this much
Jack Troll.
armor
Yeah, I
against
remember
the
that.
Fiora,
That guy
with
fucking
an early
blows.
Ravenous, you can actually just heal up off the minions, and
Jack
you
Troll
have so much
sucks.
true damage coming out of Fiora's kit that the armor becomes
Yeah,
hard to
Comp
get
seems decent.
effective later
I
on.
don't know.
Pretty interesting here. EG actually dropped the Herald mid, and I assume they wanted to use
Apparently,
it
their mid
to
laner that's supposed to be
retake
better
control of the
is not going to play
Drake,
until
but
summer.
actually
Who knows?
to try and siege him.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be happy just kind of getting some damage down on this. Is Golden Blue. They have to flash here.
Oh, good
Oh,
ult
he
from
didn't
Bang.
flash.
That's going to be first blood.
Bro, you got a flash.
That was terrible from Golden Glue. I think
That was
pretty
terrible.
obvious
Okay, all
that
right.
he needed to flash. Bang just kind of walking up as easy as you like. Didn't even have to flash for the Sona ultimate. You get
Who is
Shockwave
the
in
worst
there.
player
You
in
gotta use your
LCS?
summoner. You got to get out of
The
there.
worst
As soon as
player
Sona
in
ult hits you,
LCS.
You're going to be
Might be Ica.
absolutely dead. And
Could be
he
Ica.
was.
Yeah, I think just maybe expecting to live, and clearly did not.
Yeah.
Well, he thought he was just out of range of the
Nail him
Sun
there
ult.
with the crescendo,
Pretty obvious.
as the Ocean Rift does now take over. Haunter at least got some free time, so he's
And he
picking
thought
up
that
the
if Sona ult
in the
was
top
going to hit
lane.
him, he'd be able to
The Drake
flash
will
it.
be split as
He
well.
thought he was
Once
just out of
again,
range
a
here.
great shockwave here from Jizuke.
Yeah, this was a great shockwave, but he has tons of time. And
Yeah, he's
Bang
walking.
is clearly just walking straight towards you. Perhaps he thought, maybe I can hit him with Scatter of the Weak and save my flash, save that summoner spell, but a Golden Glue just getting too
Nah,
greedy
Ruin,
there,
nah,
and
Ruin
does
isn't the
get
worst player in
punished, gives
LCS, I
up
don't
that
think.
First blood. Not only did the turret plate then go over to Jizuke, it is also that first blood gold, so getting this Orianna online, and Jizuke
Ica
was
is better
a
than
real
90% of
difference
NA
maker for
players.
EG in their win
So no,
last
I mean
week
we've
on the
seen him
front.
play, right?
He
Like
was
he
taking over the
clearly
game, so
isn't.
it's a
He's
guy
clearly one of the worst
you
players in
have
the
to
entire
be
league.
worried about getting that early lead.
He's up almost 800 gold individually in the 1v1, and actually
Yep.
GOP has already been completed. Pretty
Big buy.
cost-efficient item, but certainly a good spike early on for the Ori.
Yeah, he's gonna be feeling really, really good about
Keith
that.
could be
We
one
got
of the worst,
Sarah
yeah,
already
but he
got
hasn't been
there.
playing that bad.
Bang, he's gonna be.
Like Keith is playing
stacking up
support. It's
his
hard to look
LP
like one of the
goals
worst
for
players
performance
as support
0%
in this type of meta.
Warriors
Like, bro, you're
through,
playing
so
Nautilus
a
and
lot of
Tom
these major
Kench. How can you
completions are
look
already
that
coming
bad?
across For EG, they are a little bit ahead of the curve as far as that goes, but Haunter still gonna be pretty happy about farming it out here on this top side. Because
I mean, this is supposed to be a counter pick to the Aatrox, the Fiora, but he's not even getting like a lead.
Cashed out this call. Off of that, he will have the Ravenous buy.
I just feel like this is actually pretty smart drafting from EG because Sona Tom Kench, like,
can he play aggressively
Sona
enough,
Tom
and does he
Kench,
have the
how do
vision
you
to
ever
actually
fucking,
allow himself to push into the turret and
how do you
suffer
beat
with
this with a team
or
that's
can they
not
actually
coordinated?
dive
Golden
remote?
Guardians is such an uncoordinated,
Turret
like,
kills
bad
turrets.
team that Sona Tom Kench can just be a free win in the mid game because you actually have to be decisive versus Sona or you guys get fucked.
Still ready with the ulti, but no follow-up there from either side.
Like, you have to like make plays
A little force of the summoners though. They get the
and play
exhaust, they
things
get that
correctly.
flash, and, they don't want to
and flank and do a bunch of stuff.
because of how effective EG can be in these long fights. If you don't have lethal damage, the Sona starts to heal you back up.
Do you think Echo is bad in pro play? Yeah, I think Echo is terrible in pro play. I made a comparison today on stream that I thought was pretty accurate, where it's like the same people that think fucking Echo is good as a jungler are the same type of people that think that like Vayne is good as an AD carry, where they like they play like a fucking jungler like Rek'Sai. The Vayne just even lanes for some reason, bot lane, gets Borg and Ginsu's and then like two shots him and they're like fucking Vayne is so OP. That's how Echo is. It's like the same type of thing where you just should never actually get ahead. You don't have the tools to actually get ahead, but if you do somehow get ahead, you're really annoying.
Clearly confident in his ability to pick people off with the Sona. As we've actually got the mid laners moved down to bot lane. As here's that free time you were talking about. Haunter really wanted with the turret. There's actually still that bit of bonus gold on the table. No turrets have been taken down.
What's my opinion on Aatrox in pro play? I think Aatrox is like really fucking stable blind pick. It's like one of the best blind picks you can have.
They're going aggressive. Zazel has no sums.
Trying to force a fight. Ulti there from Bang. Maybe a little early, but Keith's actually going to be the target. I think they've got enough to take him out. He will go into stasis. Ulti from FBI, not enough, but Keith able to flash out of the way. Kumo has DP'd in, but Keith is going to go down. Golden Glue, scatter the weak.
Okay. Jungler just dies for nothing. Dude, imagine being Spence scaring there. You literally just get blown off the screen. You didn't even do anything.
For free on the top
You literally
side,
didn't
that
even
is
get to do
first
anything.
turret.
You just get shit on
Solo
for no
gold
reason.
On the Haunter in what was a 1-for-1 trade in that mid lane. Yeah, Keith
Jungle
goes
is
down,
so
but you
sad
kill
right
off
now.
the
It's because you're
jungler,
so
you
low
get
on
more
levels. You're
gold
just
on
level
the
8
board,
when the
and
enemy
now
mid laner's level
teleport and
11.
flash
So
advantage on your
enemy
top
mid
laner,
laner
which
just
your wing
shits
conditions
on
for
your
Golden
face.
Guardians. Very, very happy about this play. They
Feels
knew
fucking bad.
that there was no summoners on Zazel. They knew there was no teleport on Shizuke, so they had the confidence.
Jungle is actually ruined this season. The people that think jungle is good are just the type of people that think that jungle will always be good because jungle can gank. They're just like, damn, I got ganked and ganking seems OP because I died to gank. Therefore, jungle is OP. That's how people think.
Here it is one more time. Hook onto Zazel. Early stopwatch to buy time.
Closer farming the
Bang
wave,
does
just
drop his
chilling.
ultimate, but it is just defensively on the
Just look at
Nautilus,
Sven
and
Scaring here.
Keith utilizing his stopwatch as well as the flash to kind of back out of there. Keith does go down, but Golden Glue just lights up Sven
Sweet.
Scaring, and this
Cool.
is one of those punishing things when you are so many levels down as a jungler. There's an incredible amount.
Hash thinks that it's
gold and
fine, yeah,
power
because he
in
doesn't
of
understand. Like,
just the base
honestly,
defense,
jungle is
right?
like
You're
the
missing
biggest counter
thousands of
to
gold
Shinshin
stats
because he's just like
for
such a
being
brain
down
dead
those
player.
three levels, and the level 2 ultimate for
Like,
Syndra
Shinshin actually has
beats
pretty
Sven
decent
Scaring,
mechanics on the
and he's
champions he
gonna get
plays. Like his Aatrox mechanics are
come out
fine.
on
He's
top
just
in
like
that play.
he's just a dumb person. That's the thing about his Shinshin. He's just dumb. So like he'll just die to ganks that should never work. Like the same gang path that's been in the game for 10 years, where you go like two buffs, one camp, and go top. That path has been in the game for literally 10 years, and Shinshin still dies to it every game. Like, that's actually what it is. That's the situation. You can't tell me it's otherwise, dude. I play against him. I'm the one that ganks him.
Top lane already shoved in, bot lane pushing in, you know, and it's going to be Kumo having to respond. Now because of this, I was kind of wasted the parry a little bit there. Did get the stun, but you know, because of this, you have
What do you
teleported
mean wasted the parry?
and now EG may lose priority.
Very sneaky. They land on Jizuke. That's a clean kill for
Kick
Closer.
him.
Kicks away Sven to
Hold on
make
for
sure he
W.
lives. Forced to flash. I imagine Safeguard was not back up. But again,
Yes,
they get another
Safeguard was
TP and get a
definitely
kill.
not back up.
Yeah, new Bang had ultimate too, so he did want to get out of there. If you get ulted up, you will go down just as
Solid.
happened
I mean,
to
Golden
Glue
Guardian's
early
doing pretty
on, but a
well.
great play
Keith
here.
is getting caught though.
Oh, the hook does buff
Nice
it
buffer.
through. Still getting chased
He's
down,
dead
though.
as
This
fuck.
looks like lights out. Senscar unable to pick up Keith.
Still, Rifttail dropped down.
Honestly, not bad for Golden Guardians. They're kind of winning.
If you push one
They'll
more
probably
wave
lose
as
anyway
Golden
'cause
Glue,
it's
which he should
Sona,
do.
but,
They
like,
have vision on
they're winning for
basically
right now.
everyone around that mid lane. Now this can threaten a lot of damage on the tier 2. You still have teleport advantage on your top laner Haunter, so you know this is what Golden Guardians want to do. They want
You're
to
a
spread the
diamond
map. They
player?
wanna
Question
force
mark?
EG into tough
No, dude.
positions.
I'm not
EG just wants
actually a
to group
diamond
up
player.
5v5
My
and say,
account got
"Come at
banned
me, bro.
for
Fight
2
me at
weeks,
this
so that's why
dragon."
my
But Golden
my main
Guardians
account is
is
diamond.
forcing them to respond.
The season just started and my main account was banned. I didn't finish in diamond.
Time control is ready.
I'm not
Haunter,
diamond.
though, kind of losing the 1v1 already. Chain is out. Here comes the Abyssal Voyage. Haunter blocks his ultimate. He's got to get away. A decent parry. Does have his flash, but getting chased down, slowed by the Empowered.
Dude, this
Auto by Bang,
Fiora
and that'll
pick
be a
looks
well-deserved
horrible into the
kill for
Aatrox.
Sona.
It literally looks
Yeah,
like he
really
just
nice
straight up
response
loses.
there from Zazel and Bang coming in, utilizing that empowered power cord with the
Why did my
ace,
main get
slowing
banned?
him
Because I
down.
said the
Haunter
word
could knock
retard.
it out.
And if you say retard and you get
Haunter was
reported, you
unable
get
to
banned.
actually
That's
land
pretty
an
much how it
effective
works.
parry, and he had no minions to heal off.
Oh my god,
Hooks
Keith,
in,
what are you
he's
doing?
gonna probably die.
Oh, he's engaging!
Just a
That's
moment.
the engage, dude. You thought he was retarded. It's a joke. He's not retarded. Oh, wait. Golden Glue just flash ulted somebody with a Tom Kench right next to him. That's not good.
Kumo's coming, they gotta run.
Keep chasing. That's a great flash ult from Bang.
Dude, fucking Golden Glue actually entered that fight.
See you later, Nautilus.
See, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, Soda's such an annoying champion for this. Whereas, like, you have to play clean. Like, the beginning of it was clean, and then Golden Glue just flashed forward and ultied the Soda that was standing right next to Tom Kench and just did 0 damage, and then he's just dead and Keith is dead just for that.
Right? You know, the longer this goes, the better it looks. And Keith going in here looked like it was going to be a one-way trip, just go down immediately. They spend a lot
Like,
of
look at
their
this flash
burst
from
to
Golden
take
Glue.
out
This
Spencer, and
instantly
the
loses them
shockwave
the fight.
largely avoided by Golden Guardians, which gives them the confidence to go in. But remember,
Oh,
a
now
lot
you
of
just
your
lost the
cooldowns
fight.
are down. The
Now you're
ultimate
just getting
from
chased
Golden
down
Glue
forever
actually
'cause it's
got
Soda Tom
denied
Kench.
by the Devour from Zazel. Then EG says, all right, you no longer have lethal thing. If you cannot burst someone 100 to 0, you will not kill them through the shielding and healing of Sona, as well as the shielding of the Orianna and the protection of that Tom Kench. So Golden Guardians just biting off more than they could chew there. You gotta be
That is
really
actually true,
aware
dude. NA
of
only
how much
ARAMs
damage
and
that
Sona
looks
is OP
like.
in
And
ARAMs.
100
So that's why it's fucking so
If
good in
not, you
LCS.
need to disengage from that fight and play it slow.
Man, it's too low here. In a 4v3, Golden Guardians cannot defend.
What the fuck is Keith doing? Keith is auto-filled, man.
Drake soon after as well.
Yep.
GG goes to the area pretty easily, and in fact, Golden Guardians will just give it up. So that is going to be the second Drake, the first of the Soul Drakes here as that Ocean will go down. Still a little while to go. That's kind of what happens.
Wait, how did
when you
Bang
split
get
the first
that?
few Drakes. There's not as
Oh,
much
red buff.
pressure unless the game drags on a
confused.
little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, they split back and
What
forth. On
damage
those
over
first
time
two,
does he
and
have?
that third
Dude, you
was
can't
still
even
a
see
long
the fucking
time.
buffs anymore, man.
So it's
The
gonna
buffs
be
are
some
such
time, and,
garbage.
Kumo has
It
held
was
up
such a
very well
stupid
in the
change, I
side
think.
lane. They were
I never thought the
constantly
buffs were like
on
annoying to
that
look
early
at or they were
field
too
to
big or
get
anything.
concept
Like, I
right
just
there.
liked how the
It
buffs
like
looked.
Kumo was just straight up winning that 1v1
Then Riot just
match.
like
You know,
made the
straight
buffs
100 to 0
unseeable for some
all in
reason.
is difficult at this point because when you're hitting that Bramble Vest, it's reducing so much of your healing, right? You more have to kind of wear down the Aatrox and heal up off the minions utilizing the Ravenous Hydra.
Maybe you're just old. No, I think it's actually
You
just
have
bad.
more items coming
Like,
through, you know, until you have
a lot of people
maybe
share the
an
same
item on
response.
top of that.
Also, Svenskeren is playing Rex. Dude, I think Rek'Sai is just horrible at LCS. That's my take. I think Rek'Sai is a terrible pick in LCS.
We'll have Triforce
I think
then.
we'll have enough.
Yep.
See if that does change the texture of the matchup at all, but still looking pretty comfortable in the side lanes
Yeah.
here. Doesn't seem like time to panic, certainly on either side, but Golden Guardians at least maneuvering themselves into a position where they want Haunter to be. Gold, regardless, so still staying close. It is really all those turrets. That's the big lead here for Golden Guardians. But
Holy
total
shit,
gold is
Licorish's
actually
tweet.
1,000 between the two teams.
It's a real nerf for the French team that you're not supposed to surrender on stage. That's so fucked up.
See that Bang as well.
Holy
Suke's
shit.
done very, very well.
God damn.
That
God
Archangel's
damn.
has
What the
transformed
fuck?
into
Licorice's
Sarah, so the
tweet.
shielding is now there.
Look at
Additionally,
this
for
tweet.
Bang, makes it harder to take him down. Suke on 2 big items.
What
and,
the fuck?
you know, it's not time to panic for either side, but
Jesus
for Golden
Christ, chat.
Guardians, they have to be worried about the Ocean
That's
Soul.
fucked.
The Ocean Soul on top of all the healing and kind of shielding
goodness.
and defensive abilities that EG has will probably make them unassailable. So, you know, they have a while, but this third dragon coming up in 3 minutes, it starts to get pretty scary if you give over 3 dragons, because then one pick, one missed 50-50 means you give over soul and you probably lose the game. So Golden Guardians have got to get themselves
Keith
in the
level
best
8.
possible
Hey,
position
Svenskeren's level
to either
9. Dude, I was
delay
gonna
the
tweet out
Double
about how I think
Dragon or
Rek'Sai
get
is just a
pick and then
trap.
take themselves.
I think we are going to see a lot of this map positioning, though. Looks like Golden Blue is being told to go off and catch waves as they push the other side lane. Haunter is perma in the side lane here. He's actually going to try his hand at a 1v1 on Kumo. 1 level down. Decent parry. Keeps moving forward. Has not committed the ulti just yet. And Aatrox with his ultimate cooking. Too much right now for Haunter. As you've mentioned, more poking him down at this point as Bang finally finds an airball. Oh, it goes through the shot.
Oh my god, Keith. Keith is going off. Keith is popping the fuck off. Keith McBreathe. It's him.
Ready to go. Bang getting low for Jizuke. Just too powerful. Finally, Golden Blue's able to find the second
Holy
kill.
shit.
They're going to head to Baron off this. This is Bang down. That's Svenskeren down. They are pinging onto it, running over to this area. We'll see if they can catch it, and without Sona or Rek'Sai, this becomes very, very difficult, but I don't think they can actually commit to it. The res timers are too short, so Golden Guardians will just get some vision off it. They will get a little bit of kill pull.
Keith is kind of clean, dude. It looks so monkey, bro. Keith looks so monkey on support. I hate it, but I love it at the same time.
Their jungler.
He like misses the hook on 5 people, hits the wall. He's just in the middle of 5 people, presses stone plate, ults somebody randomly. Holy shit, it's fucking comedy. But he's doing the best he can, man. He's literally autofilled, man. What can you ask?
Now with Baron up and allow Golden Blue.
God damn. Look at this Keith hook.
Let's watch this.
Here it is.
What is about the scatter?
He's like,
so the scatter.
He's like, I'm going for Rek'Sai, I'm going for Rek'Sai. Whips the hook, hits the wall, dodges the Orianna ult, accidentally just ults somebody randomly, presses stone plate. I love that shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. I love it.
Was actually going for on that turret dive where it kind of looks silly, but then we saw Kozer come in with the kick flash, very nicely done to pull him back towards Keith, who could then follow up and kind of train down Bang. But even there, we saw how close EG was.
Runs it down afterward, words dies for no reason. I fucking love it, man. It's just so hype.
Committed to running 5 in the other lane. They're ignoring Haunter for now.
Why is Golden Blue healing Zeyzal? Because support's now first item stone plate, and it makes them tankier than any other champion in the entire game.
You know, he's not actually
Yeah, that's just how the game works now.
So all he really did was push up the wave a little bit. They trade their tier 2.
Still no executioners versus Sona. Yeah, that's a mistake. Morellos would have been really good this game. This is like the game for Morellos. You're against Aatrox and fucking Sona, and you don't have Morellos. Oh, Keith, hit the stone plate. Dude, every fight starts with Keith getting caught. I love it.
Eating every Syndra ultimate, but Kumo's here. Gonna try and turn the tide to the fight. Haunter, though, has made it in.
This is great. That's a big pick for Golden Guardians.
How bad does Rek'Sai look, dude? Rek'Sai's just fucking shit, I guess.
Run straight over and try to take it. Jizuke critically is fairly low on mana. Kumo has no ultimate, so Golden Guardians should be able to take this dragon, and that means it extends the clock so much on their split push game plan on avoiding EG's 5v5 and really being able to spread out the map, because that is another.
Keith is actually just the fucking bait. Holy shit.
Potential of taking a Dragon Soul.
I bet you like fucking EG's comms the whole time are like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? Kill this idiot. That type of shit.
In the background here.
2,000 gold up now for Golden Guardians, and I do like that EG seem to be very aware of the situation. I mean, they have the Tom control, which I think is why Hauntzer didn't extend too far down after they dipped out of mid from taking the tower. But also just EG are very confidently saying, okay, just everyone get in the lane and start pushing, because you have to give Fiora the least amount of time possible to kill your base.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing Svenskeren really get picked on here. You know, you are...
How funny is it that all junglers are useless after 10 minutes? It's not that funny, man. I don't enjoy it too much at all.
Really focusing on defending the main carries, the Sona, the Orianna. So
Hauntzer is so shit, it's incredible. No, I don't think Hautzer's that bad.
He's
probably the best part about this team.
Glue
Him and Closer are the best two parts of this team.
Very well alongside FBI for the follow-up damage to really burst down Svenskeren time and time again, and we are seeing Golden Glue now, you know, out to a really strong set of items. He's sitting on Death Cap, Ludens, plus double Spell Pen. This is incredibly efficient, amping all the spell damage that he already has, and it does mean Syndra can hit that lethal damage with her combo very easily.
It does feel like Svenskeren's chance of survival is...
How sad is it that this is like a close game, though? God damn.
Does get a top lane outer turret, so a bit of counter pushing there on a side lane for EG this time around, but now it's Golden Guardians that are pressuring the tower. 4v4, actually 4v3 as Svenskeren is going to roam back in.
Hauntzer looking to pressure the base as well. You know, he's all the way up here. If
I mean, Golden Guardians are technically winning.
EG continue to pressure, get pressure.
But the enemy team is Sona, so who knows?
With the minions dead, Golden Guardians is going to have to play it safe, going to back off, and just continuing to try to establish.
The thing is, junglers are even more useless than a fucking support. They're even more useless than a support. Because the kits of the junglers that are the best right now, because like early level 3 matters so much, the kits of the junglers are like Lee Sin, Rek'Sai, Elise, Jarvan, like, besides for Gragas, all their kits fucking suck in terms of like team fighting. So they actually are just a fucking ward at this point.
Everything really is about it, feels like, trying to avoid the 5v5, trying to deny vision and control this mid lane.
And not that they really needed to, but of note, Hauntzer has just been sticking in the one lane here in bottom. His TP will be up well before Kumo's is bang.
Oh, bang! Oh, God! Oh, my God, that guy won a world championship!
He has used the Devour, but this time Hauntzer, again, doesn't have his TP, is willing to stay in bot lane. EG need to find something, they will maybe catch Keith, but the kickback in onto Kumo is going to grab the shotgun.
Why is Kumo there?
And now it's a 4v4 with Hauntzer in the bot lane.
All they have to do is buy time. They just need to stop EG from getting back to the base, and Hauntzer will take the
Golden Guardians is going to win this game, what?
Harass EG on any potential recalls. Don't commit to anything. You do not need to fight, so it is going to be the retreating Tahm Kench ultimate trying to get back to the base, but I think it may be too late. He could potentially commit to this.
Wait, Hauntzer can win that, bro.
For now, though.
Why is Hauntzer afraid? It's Rek'Sai, Tahm Kench. He can literally 1v2 that easily.
And the GOP will keep him alive. Good shockwave back. The Stoneplate will keep Keith alive, but only barely, as Hauntzer does finish off the inhib.
Yeah,
wow, EG's actually going to lose.
Big turn of events for Golden Guardians, being able to get that kick. Again, Closer, really nice kick back onto the Aatrox, and now they're on the Baron. And guess
Closer
what?
is a god. I mean, Kumo's pretty troll for being there. If we're being completely fair, like that's more of a Kumo misplay than a Closer play.
Baron. There's no way that EG can even contest at this point, and Golden Guardians are playing a fantastic game.
Yep, no vision here. They do have a wall, but they'd have to blind TP for the Baron, which doesn't really sound like a very attractive option. No Tahm Kench was already used, and with Hauntzer having too much pressure, it is a nice run of objectives for Golden Guardians. Pick into inhibitor, into mid tower, into Baron.
I'm really hoping we're gonna get to see a replay on that Miss Sona ultimate. You know, it kind of looked.
How did Rek'Sai lose jungle to Lee Sin? He didn't really lose jungle to Lee Sin. He just like didn't do anything, and Lee Sin didn't do anything, and then he just becomes less useful because he's Rek'Sai.
We'll see if we'll get that replay, but you know, Golden Guardians now on the Baron power play here. Lots are going for actually a fairly defensive build. It's actually building towards a Spirit Visage as that third item. That is pretty interesting here. So I think he's feeling like he may have to actually commit to a fight. You know, look for that 5v5 to actually close out the game.
He's actually 1v9 this game. He's actually just been permacut.
A lot of magic damage coming out from the Sona plus the Orianna, so that would make some sense there. But for now, they have pressure on that bottom side. They have the Baron buff, and let's watch this one more time. So did Bang
look at Bang pop off here.
He is going to actually look for it. we'll just kind of watch. Yeah, so he did, but that was
Oh!
you know, was pretty optimistic. Maybe could have tagged someone on the very
Fucking
edge
yikes.
of that, but
Wait, and then
that
look
does
at
sometimes
Kumo here.
speak to one of the things that we talked about last year when
Wait.
he just kind of came into the bot lane. Is that
To be
sometimes
fair,
you saw the players
that's
weren't
just Golden
fully
Glue stunning.
comfortable.
Like, he
You know
insect
those
a guy that was
pieces as well as
stunned.
they would
Come on.
the
You can't be
standard
like,
Dark
yo,
Side
that's a
stage
closer
because
play, dude.
they
That's
put
the Lee
thousands
Sin
and thousands of
mechanics. Like,
games
what?
in on your Caitlyn's and your Zayas and
He
whatever.
insected a guy that was
Games
literally
really have
stunned,
played
man.
on Sona, probably not that many.
Certainly not. And certainly his earlier ults did look better, but
Yep.
that was always going to be a very difficult ult to hit for the most experienced of Sona players. And
It's a costly one.
yeah, and it kind of feels like EG...
Well, chat, we might have been all wrong.
I mean, now they're behind
That
the Baron.
Golden
their
Guardians
hits
was
are
gonna
down in bot,
lose.
They have super minions crashing everywhere.
Because
like,
it appears
now
to
the
me
good
that,
side,
yeah, I
okay
mean,
down, but
EG
before
picked
that,
Sona Tom
if you're
Kench in
playing a
fucking
fairly
2020. So
controlled
they're
game,
just trolling.
letting the Sona scale up and answering the map movements nicely, but Golden Guardians just broken to open off that one little misstep.
Yeah, I mean, they were in a pretty good spot, but you could feel that maybe they're a little bit too worried about.
All right, let's see this fucking, let's see this fucking Sona.
On this top side.
Keith again, into Stone Plate he goes, fairly tanky. Good ult there, finds a triple root for FBI. But I think he's gone here, yep. Kumo gonna get the
Kumo's
finish
like
off.
trying to fight by himself. What
Montu
the
in the
fuck?
meantime playing
Kumo's
BB.
literally like 1v5ing while his whole
Knocks
team
down
watches.
that
What the
turret.
fuck is
Ooh,
going
that
on?
Flank here from Zazel, but he's by himself.
I don't know if you know this, Svenskaren, but you're gonna get two shot.
That's the kill, Svenskaren gets exhausted. 1v3 goes Haunter. As the rest of your team tries to fend it off, make it a 1v4. Haunter flashes out of there.
Oh man.
And Golden Guardian's gonna finish up the top in him.
Yeah, when I see Sven ulting in on Hanser, the level 12
How
Rek'Sai
bad is
diving on
fucking
this level
Rek'Sai?
17 Fiora. It's not the fight you want, and when no one came in the
Oh,
belly,
Rek'Sai's
Zazel
so
did,
bad.
we're
You
gonna
literally
have
pick
enough
Rek'Sai,
damage
you just
to actually
auto-lose.
kill
That's
off
how
that
this
Fiora,
goes.
So well played by Hanser.
You
to
pick
actually force them
Rek'Sai,
back,
you
survive,
literally
buy
auto-lose
time
the
for
game.
another
God
inhibitor
damn
take,
it.
And
Champion
another
sucks.
dragon gonna be grabbed up here by Golden Guardians. They just feel like they are in full control, and it's funny to look at the scoreline. You know, when you talk about this game, it feels like Hanser has had a really big impact, and the Fiora is really kind of dictating, I think, a lot of how EG is playing this game. Hanser's 0-1 and 0,
Yep.
right? You know, it's not like the scoreline is really showing you the impact that it has had, but it's been a lot about this pick, and I think it was an intelligent one. You know, anytime you see these Sona type
Somebody should compile Rek'Sai's win rate from LCS, LEC for the first 2 weeks. That's what I want to see. I want to see Rek'Sai's overall win rate from the first 2 weeks of competitive play in the LCS and the LEC.
The other side
I wanna see what it is.
The four have been playing well also.
Yep, very
But, we are going to have to converge in mid lane at this point because there's one more inhib to try and take out. The third Drake also went over. Hanser actually continued his run there and just decided to solo that one.
Yeah, really all Golden Guardians need to do is wait for the supers to actually push in on these other sides, right? And a lot of it is actually just about the super minions coming in on the bottom side, which you can actually see them pinging down into. You know, it's about this, it's about these waves up here, because once those arrive in the base, EG is going to have to send members to clear those out or risk losing what is their last Nexus turret. And once that happens, then the rest
Nothing about
of Golden
Rek'Sai
Guardians
here,
closes
you
in,
tard.
makes it
You
triple
realize
kill.
you're watching my analytical stream, but you
know
think
that
I'm
they need to
retarded?
find something sooner rather than later, so they will use that Sona speed.
And
to
yeah,
try
it's lost
force
like
the
almost
fight.
every single game.
But again, Golden Guardians
So
know
it does
they
have something to
be
do.
patient. Bottom inhib does respawn, but there's still two super minions there for them to deal with.
But now they walk in, right? You know, you see Rek'Sai on that bottom. You walk forward. Rek'Sai walks up towards you. You walk back. Let the minions do their work. So they are trying to slowly choke them out of this game. But EG is doing a pretty good job of hanging on thus far. You know, they have not lost any damage on this.
Who the
mid
fuck
lane.
at Riot thought jungles being down
As we
5 levels
spawn.
was a good change?
So
The
they're
people that do
really
game
kind of
balance that have
sustained
200 years of experience, those people.
And looks like they won't need to rush.
Those people that argue on Twitter that Wukong is a viable and not completely brain dead horrible champion.
Move their vision back around this top half of the map. FBI will take down the Scuttle. Cobra's going to donate it to Closer. That's very polite. Well, no one's going to get it.
I wonder if they're trying to actually hold on and kill it.
That's where the 200 years experience came in. It's like some guy was like, hey dude, I think Wukong lacks damage. And they're like, sorry to you know, have to fill you in on what goes on behind the scenes. But literally no one on our balance team thinks that that champion is fucking bad.
I mean,
It's like, all right, man, like, but your balance team is all silver, so just listen to the people that play high-rated games. Listen to the guy who plays only Wukong in Challenger. He knows about his champion more than you do.
Around this next Baron.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all about the force, and really they don't have a great comp at forcing, right? This is one of the struggles we've seen from a lot of teams in the LCS this split is when you draft these types of compositions.
I mean, there's no way that
somewhat dependent
EG can
on
even
being
win
in a
at this
position
point.
of Control where you're the one forcing at the objective, and they have to come.
Like, if they try to go for
When
this
they
play here,
don't,
Hanser just ends the
you either
game.
have to do some sort of flank with the Tom Kench ultimate, or you have to look for a flash Sona ultimate, which puts you in a very vulnerable spot. And Golden Guardians have played very well around that. They have allowed Fiora to get space to do her work on this bottom side, and as a result, they're in great control.
And Haunter now feeling like he can take this 1v1 a little bit more aggressively. TK will bring Bang in as well, so Haunter's actually in a 1v3 again, but he's a little
This is pretty troll from Haunter. They get Baron off this, but like they lose a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the whole squad comes back and does take him out. We'll see if they can get there in time. I think there's no chance.
No, there's no chance, but
They're
like,
just gonna go mid lane.
like he
They
doesn't
don't
need to
even
suicide
know,
to make
right?
that
You
play
have no
work.
vision
He can
in
just
that
sit
whole
bot
area,
side
so trying to go over there
and
blind
get the same
is
thing done without
really,
dying.
really risky. So Golden Guardians trade the top laner. They do get the Baron. Nice trade for them, unless EG can really make something happen. Well, they're +1 members on the map, and they are going to try to really get the most of this. Remember, this is Lichbane Deathcap Sona. Look at that damage on the tower. You are going to be able to shred through this very, very quickly. So the inhib tower is gone. If they can get an inhib here, or perhaps even more, that
Yeah,
does
this is
mean a lot.
that was not good from Haunter.
Golden Blue was actually
He's really not playing the split well.
with a flank
This
and
VR
turn
pick has
it
been
away.
pretty useless.
Yeah, and Kumo down to that bot side. They should get that outer tower also. So
Game ends with EG
a
getting
lot
Elder.
of
There's still
gold
one
back
more
off
turret.
of
I mean,
that.
they
So
just got
Haunter,
3 turrets and an
they do get
inhib
the
for
lane
Baron
turret
there
as well as
and a
Baron.
kill.
Get the
They got
bot
3
lane
hit,
tier 1.
three
So,
turrets,
it
an
was a good
inhib
move.
and a
You have
kill
to be
for Baron.
decisive, right? If
It's
you
like
actually
way
get
too much to
into a
sacrifice if you're
position
Golden
where
Guardians in that
decision
situation. You have so much
paralysis,
control.
You will kind of lose on both sides of these types of comps.
Why is Golden
See
Guardian
where
so
they're gonna
passive?
go
Because if
with
they
the
die there, they
next
lose the
step.
game, and Fiora was
As far as
dead.
Monster goes, the Spear Visage makes a little bit of sense if you want to go for that 5v5, but as far as the pure 1v1, really doesn't help you much at all versus Kumo, right? You know, like, if you had gone Death Dance or something, your 1v1 is way better. Same thing with Bloodthirster.
Spear Visage sucks here.
Or even, you know, some sort of last.
It's good in the 5v5, that's it. But you don't even play 5v5. You've literally not been in a 5v5 the entire game. It's a bad item here.
Little awkward on
Death Dance would have been better. Sterax would have been
Yes,
better.
oh,
Death
the
Dance would have been the
Ocean
best.
Soul Drake. EG are going to have to challenge it. Reset was a little awkward spend though. Might just go ahead and take it. Does get it. 3 apiece now. As Closer got to get up a bang and find the ulti on the one, but Closer, beautiful stopwatch.
Keith is on the
Keith's
side. Wait,
flank.
why is
But
Keith
I think
behind the
he's
whole
maybe
team?
not one to
Why is
fight
Keith
as
here?
he gets CC down.
What is Keith
The Zuki,
doing?
he goes to Zuki.
Keith, where are you?
Him out with the ball.
What the fuck was that? Why was Keith? What the fuck is going
This
on?
could be game. They could actually run it down mid and
No.
look to end this now.
There's no
They
way.
steal away, smite away that Ocean Soul.
There's
Spencer
no
down
fucking
2
way.
levels against the Lee Sin. He's the one who lands the smite.
There's no
And
way that they threw
EG
this game,
are
dude.
looking
There's no
to
way the
end
Golden
this.
Guardians
Yeah,
fucking
Hazel put the
threw this
highway
game.
straight down mid
I don't
lane,
believe
and
it.
EG are at
Nah,
least
they
in
just
the
didn't do it.
pressure
I
here.
won't believe it.
4v4 as Haunter returns. But EG still have it. Gonna look for the shockwave. They're fighting onto FBI. Close looking for the kick.
Oh!
Just gonna shut down onto Jizuke. Closer somehow picks him out of the crowd.
All right, they gotta
Just
fucking
gonna
run.
go
They might have lost the game,
Guardians
dude. Jizuki
still
counter
stay
through.
in this game.
Yeah, now it's turning around. They can TP for this. Both the
Oh
Soul
god,
Laners
what a fucking
have
mess
TP.
this game
The
is.
bot laner can
Oh
TP
god,
as
it's
well.
such a
Wait,
shit
this is
show.
Closer gets shot down.
Oh wait, are they gonna end? Are they gonna fucking end now? What is going on? This game is
Win
so
this
bad, dude.
potentially.
It's
They
so
still have the
fucking
Lichbane
bad.
damage here. This is turning really, really crazy.
There's only one Nexus tower. I don't know where the wave is though. The
Aphelios
race
is
is
going.
over. Haunter dead. Kid gonna have to buy time. FBI.
I hate
he's the
watching
one
this,
that has to
man.
win for the team. TP back in. It's gonna be cancelled.
I hate watching this, dude. This is such a fucking garbage, ugly, disgusting fucking game. Oh man, I hate it so much.
Craziest endings to a game I have seen in a long time. Golden Guardians looked like they might be in a position to lose that game.
Jesus,
As he was
dude.
barreling down mid lane, then they get a couple kills.
Jesus,
They TP
man.
to look to end the game themselves, and EG's turning
Ah,
around to
nah,
end the game
bro.
again.
Nah,
They were able to pull it
there's
off.
no
That was
way.
the slimmest of margins, but
There's no
credit to
fucking way it's
Golden
like
Guardians.
that, bro. You're
Leaving
getting paid.
FBI in their opponent's base, they knew he would have the damage to finish it off solo. They bring back the one member. Golden Glue comes back to help defend. Haunter buying some time for the Syndra to get back to base and hold on for their first win of the split here. And what was a really interesting game against EG.
I love how
I just
much,
tweeted. Now
like,
that
trading
right there is
happened
how you
basically
close
even
out a
towards
game
the very
cleanly.
end of the game with the
Yes.
bases almost getting traded.
Yes.
Kind of a complex one, like a very.
Yeah.
You don't play 1-4 like this.
God, it
especially
just
very
that's
often.
actually
But I think
that
navigated
is
well by
fucking
both
cringe
teams.
right
Golden
there.
Guardians
I don't
just-
like that
if you can
everyone says
practice it a
cringe
little
all
bit
the
better.
time now, but that
Yeah,
right
I
there,
mean,
dude,
it's
that
one of those things that
it's
it
the
really is
definition of
split-second
cringe. It just
decision,
sends
you
the
know,
fucking
that
shivers up your
ends
spine. It just
deciding
makes you
the
fucking
game.
like
This was incredibly close.
God, I
I
hate
don't
it.
think EG made the wrong call to try to end the game because they had been getting peeled
man.
apart. There was still the potential of the soul going over
What
the
the
next
fuck, dude?
opponent. So they had what they thought would have been damage to end the game. There was no flashes on most of the carries from Golden Guardians. They were very close to taking down Aphelios, and he survived and healed back up to full.
Come the fuck on, man.
And then the game, of course, at that point is then done. But,
Why did he TP to turn? There's
the
nothing else for him to TP. I mean, he could have TP to a minion, man. I mean, it was over.
If FBI died, the game would have been over, right? So it is those really, really small execution errors or really execution success on the side of Golden Guardian.
God damn it, dude. Who are they going to they're interviewing FBI after that. All right, let's hear what he has to say.
The man from down under with
Oh, man.
Take it away.
I am indeed joined by FBI. Golden Guardians with the golden defense as they take the victory. Walk me through those few last calls. That seemed so intense.
The calls.
It was pretty chaotic. I think we just lost the Dragon Team fight, so everyone was kind of like, oh. But I think we managed to stay calm. Like, it was kind of just quick thinking. Like, me and Grayson just thought about TPing into the base fast. I'm glad it worked out, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Talk to me a little bit about that bot lane.
So Golden Glue TP'd out and then recalled instantly.
Tweeted, we know exactly what to do against this lane. We play it in your practice. So what was the kind of idea to stop the Sona Tom Kench from your eyes?
I don't think there's anything really you have to do in lane versus Tom Kench. It's kind of just like we're both scaling, but we've had experience playing versus Tom Kench like in previous metas, so it was like it was just like farming, So
just make sure you don't die.
yeah, just make sure I don't die.
And I want to talk to you a little bit about all the Oceanic players coming over. How awesome has it been to see Ryoma, King, Fudge? Have you been able to hang out with any of these players and kind of show them around?
Yeah, for sure. I'm really close with Ryoma, and I'm really happy he got the win. Played pretty well. And yeah, we're all just like good friends, and hope we will succeed.
Awesome. FBI,
Yeah.
thank you. Always a
None
pleasure
of
to
you
talk
will,
to you.
but
Congratulations on the win.
I
And we
hope
are
so,
gonna throw
too.
back to the analyst desk to break down
I'm
the
just
game.
kidding. Some of them might succeed. Who knows? Who knows? They could succeed. They probably won't, though.
Thank you, Rib, and thank you, FBI. Exciting game. Exciting game there.
Yeah, exciting.
Certainly, a couple of missteps, but a really fun game to watch. Nail biter at the very end, and Golden Guardians pick up win number 1.
Everything from that Ocean Drake onwards was just like, what? This
Yeah.
one started with this is after they go for the
Yeah, they played
FBI
pretty well. This
kickoff,
is a
and now
clean
that
one.
They've left him in the top lane while Hanser recalls. This was actually a really smart decision, knowing that they didn't need to recall everyone to stop this push from the side of EG. Hanser dies, but you see him laughing. He knows as long as Aphelios is still on the other side of the base taking it. The sketchy part was when FBI dropped to like 20% HP and almost died.
Yeah, I think Hanser's job there was correct. It was just to run in and die and buy some time. I think the double TP was pretty sketch, as you saw. Like EG was just about to run it.
Oh, we found the
down
OCE
instantly,
player.
but luckily they
You were the
felt fair
worst
enough, so
LCS
they got
player
one
of
recall
all
and they were able
time.
to defend.
Yes, dude. I was the worst.
But that was a really
Holy
those
shit.
were a lot of plays that were being like thrown together sporadically, and I thought EG is the team that should be able to do well in those situations because they're like more coherent, like they've been together.
How
a
can
bit
NA
longer,
be
and
so
they've been in
cocky
those
and think
late-game
they're
scenarios
too
pretty
good for
I think it was
OC
one of
players?
their
Oh no,
weaknesses,
they are
though,
too good
about
for
getting
OC
too
players.
icy,
OC players
like when they
are
trumped
even
out,
more garbage than NA. Trust me, like
FBI
I didn't
underneath
want to
the
believe it. I
double
thought
first,
OC players were
Zupa's in there,
decent.
and then he's dead,
Think
and
about it
so
like
now you
this,
don't have
dude.
an
When I went
Orianna
to OCE,
outfield, and you
in
can
a
kind
month
of-
and a half,
think
I had 2
Smoke
accounts
did
in the
that
top 20.
with
In a month and a
Sona,
half.
Sona, and
While
Orianna.
playing on
It's
stream
almost
and
like
getting
that's a
ghosted,
field
I
that
had
you can
2
kind of
accounts in the
sit in
top
front
20 in a
of
month
their
and a
turret,
half. Like
hopefully
their region
hunt
is
them
so
down.
fucking bad,
Yeah,
bro.
so the Siege play
It's
didn't
so
really work. I
insane.
do want to focus in on the Sona Tom Kench lane.
Like their region is actually just the worst
Specifically,
region in the
Crawley,
world.
you were talking to me about your
Like
attempts.
they're in
last
contention
year,
for the
actually,
worst
at trying to
region
get Sona
in the
Tom
world,
Kench
but
with your
they probably are the
Yeah,
worst
so
region
on
in the
100
world.
Thieves, we actually played the Sona Tom Kench.
Like, they're actually
Sona
worse in
character
Japan
because
now
it's
and
such a
all
meta
that
bot
stuff.
lane. And we actually had so much trouble like getting through the early game, and eventually we finally got that. And then we had to
The best
figure
part
out
about
the
OC is their
team fights, and it took us
casters.
so
They
long
actually
to
have a
figure out
bunch
how
of
to
good
play it.
casters from
It
OC.
started getting
Papa
out of meta.
Smithy,
So seeing fans
Atlas,
start to play it now, it's
Pastry
pretty
Time.
refreshing, and I'm pretty sure like Zazel has a big
E-Jim's
impact
a
on
pretty
that,
good
'cause on
caster.
C9, I know they played so much.
Yeah,
Sona
they've got some good
character because they're
casters
always on
actually.
each side.
That's what they have
So
good.
seeing them pull it out
casters.
again, I'm
What they don't have good is
honestly, I'm not
players.
that happy to see Sona back,
I was about
but
to
I'm
say,
happy to see Bang play Sona now.
it's cool to see the development of his
of the
skill set
player.
on a champion. I hate Sona Tom Kench.
Yeah, not my favorite.
I do like that.
Spawn is fine, yeah.
Strategy, but it was one of those things where you saw Svenskeren die in one of those replays. That
Spawn is
shouldn't
fine.
really be
It's not
happening
terrible.
before ETK. It should